Hi, I'm Hannah, and this is everything you need to know about the OG crowd favorite Santa Cruz Nomad. Time really flies when you're bombing down hillsides with your buds. This ultimate globetrotter just got better.
There's just something about
I know,
it's
it's all sounding so like marketing jargon.
It does, yeah.
Yes. I just want to talk about it like, dude, the Nomad is sick, right?
Yeah.
It really is. For real, whatever you want to ride the Nomad.
That.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. At a glance, this Nomad is a 170mm enduro bike, MX wheels offered from small through XXL, and CC only. That's right, so now all build kits will come with the highest end carbon layup and the lightest frame, and it will have mechanical cable routing. We will not make that mistake again. Just like all Santa Cruzes, the Nomad comes with proportional sizing and stiffness, which we've tuned to remain precise and confidence-inspiring while being a bit more forgiving to have better traction in rough terrain and less fatiguing on your body. We have two colors to choose from, Gloss Aqua Magenta, or as I like to call it, Miami Vice, and Matte Metallic Earth. Okay, that was, too cheese. So as we know, the devil's in the details. This bike comes with an accessory mount under the top tube so you can strap almost anything you want to your frame. And it comes with an integrated chain guide. And of course, it comes with a flip chip, which by now you're probably familiar with. They let you fine-tune your geometry and your suspension progression, and the long and short of it is, high is for pedaling and low is for sending. And let's not forget about the hardware. Just like with all of our bikes, it's designed to be easy to work on, replaceable, durable, and dependable. Like always, you won't need any fancy tools to keep this bike rolling. The shock bolt on the lower link is now easier to access because we carried over the shock tunnel design from the Bronson and Hightower. And we still use 5mm Allen key broaches throughout to make bolt checks fast and easy. Collet axles are used to secure the lower link to the rear triangle and the frame for a rattle-free connection. Grease ports on the lower link make maintenance to keep your bike running like new easy. All bearings are sealed against the elements and they're inside the link so you won't damage your frame when you're trying to get them out. Every detail is built with Santa Cruz design principles in mind. This bike is durable, dependable, and made to last. Whether you're wrenching on it at home or sending it out on the trails, the Nomad is engineered to keep up with you. No compromises. The question is, can you keep up with it? And just like always, there's a lifetime warranty on the frame, bearings, and reserve wheels. And now let's talk about geometry. The head tube angle has gotten slightly slacker, matching the Bullet. In the high position, it's at 63.6, and in the low, it's at 63.3. The C-tube angle has gotten slightly steeper, also matching the Bullet, at 77.4 degrees. The reach is 475mm on a size large in the high position. The reach, chainstay length, and bottom bracket height are similar to the previous Nomad that we already know and love. But a lot has changed, and we're gonna go get into that with Peter, who is the lead engineer on this bike. What's up, Peter?
Hey, how's it going?
Great. So you've worked on a few of these Nomads before, right?
Quite a few, yeah, going back to 2008.
So Peter, what has changed about this new Nomad?
Yeah, it's a great question. So we really liked the leverage curve shape and amount of progression from the last model. And we wanted to keep that, but we wanted to introduce some of the other ride characteristics from our more recent bikes that we really liked, like Bronson, Vala, and Bullet. So that results in significantly reduced pedal kickback and lower anti-squat.
So pretty much this is gonna pedal way better and it's gonna be way more comfortable on your feet when you're descending.
Exactly. And the suspension is gonna remain more active under braking as well.
We like that.
Yeah, but that's not everything that goes into ride quality. Stiffness and weight also have a huge impact on that.
Yeah, tell us more about that.
Yeah, so we wanted to take a more aggressive approach to stiffness and weight than we had in the past. So once the mule was done being fabricated, we started an R&D project to really focus on frame architecture and tube shaping and how that affects ride quality. So the result of that R&D project fed directly into the Nomad.
Yeah, between the previous Nomad and the current one, you immediately notice how that down tube is so much slimmer, and then that the shock tunnel is a little more similar to the current Bronson.
Yeah, spot on, Hannah. But it's also not just the tube size, it's also how you lay up the carbon fiber into the frame that really affects ride quality.
So did that affect the glove box at all?
We really didn't want to affect the amount of stuff that you could put in there, so we can still fit the same bags that we always have.
So everything we just discussed with Peter results in the best climbing and descending Nomad that we've made yet. The more compliant carbon layup and reduced anti-squat make this Nomad way smoother through really rough terrain and square edge bumps. It's playful, yet still stable on the descents. It's all around more responsive to your input as a rider. The Nomad is ready for anything you point it towards. This sounds cheesy.
Yeah.
And I wrote it. I'm gonna not say it. Do you like tasting loam as you death grip down the steepest chute you've ever seen? Or roll it up to jumps and just see how hard you can pull? You get the point, it's sick. All I'm trying to say is this bike changed my life. And I took it to Whistler and it really opened up the doors. So sick. It opened it wide open. And how does the Nomad compare to other bikes in our line? Want the Nomad but with a motor? That's the Bullet. Want something a little more poppy, playful, and light? That's the Bronson. But if you want the sickest rig that can do anything, that's the Nomad. And that's it on the Nomad. Like always, reach out to rider support if you have any questions, or check out the website. Or like, actually cut it all. All we need to say is she eats, and whatever you want to ride the Nomad. That's all.